Hello, lovely learners. I am so glad you joined me. I have found an update to the story of the woman who married the 300-year-old pirate ghost. She met Jack after growing tired of physical world men, quote unquote, and the couple got legally married, as you recall, on a boat off the Irish coast in international waters after 2 years together. At the wedding, she held a flag bearing a skull and crossbone as a symbol for her husband, but because Jack couldn't wear his ring, it was fitted to a candle used to represent him. Amanda, who worked as a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator, as you recall, paid a whopping 6,000 euros to change her name legally, and a shaman priest performed the ceremony. Amanda Teague, now 47, was forced to undergo an exorcism after Haitian pirate Jack possessed her. She reveals he nearly killed her after she dumped him. As you recall, in 2016, the now 46-year-old wedded Jack, who had died in the 1700s after being executed for thieving on the high seas. But she said she was forced to stop romping with the ghost after her health deteriorated and claims her marriage even landed her in the hospital. Amanda from Northern Ireland said, after 2 weeks of marriage, I started to get health problems. I started to get reoccurring perianal abscesses and I was suffering from cirrhosis. About 4 or 5 months in, when things started to go really downhill, I went back to some of the people that had communicated with Jack. I know the symptoms of possession and part of it is ill health, says Amanda. So I was concerned that it was to do with the relationship because of the timeline. But I was assured that he was a lovely spirit who wouldn't harm me. Amanda tried to get on with her marriage, but she says the final straw came when her dog Toby died, despite her begging him to keep him until she passed away so that they could be reunited. But the pooch was incredibly aggressive and wouldn't go near him, Amanda says, and soon after Amanda found her health was going downhill. She began developing abscesses each time she was intimate with the ghost, so she stopped their relationship, with her health dramatically improving. Amanda says, once I stopped being intimate with Jack, the abscesses started to improve. So anyway, one night a friend of mine got married to her spiritual partner, and Jack and I ended up being intimate. The very next day, the abscess was back with a vengeance, so then I started to get really concerned. In May last year, Amanda nearly died after developing sepsis and realized when her wedding ring came off for surgery that her husband had been stealing her energy. She confronted Jack but claims he threatened to kill her if she attempted to break off their spiritual union. Amanda said it was terrifying seeing a completely different side to the lovely spirit I had seen before, but I knew in my heart that if I didn't get rid of him, my health was getting so bad that I was probably going to die anyway. But Amanda says her health had improved drastically since she left the pirate, and she has now sworn off spiritual work. Well, I hope Amanda Teague is happy now. I hope that she can remain so, even if she is or is not involved with a quote unquote physical man, as she described. And when I was reading this story, I was remembering something that I believe, which is being around like minded people. Usually, I feel this is a very good idea. However, I have to admit, in this case, I disagreed because being in an atmosphere with like minded people who might have the same types of behaviors as you that could or could not, could cause you harm or might not be the best for you. Regardless of the situation, I'm making a personal judgment in this case, but it could be in other cases that don't have to do with anything like this. It could be anything. You can be involved with in relationships with people who are like-minded with you. However, if those behaviors or those thoughts or beliefs aren't the best thing for your life, then that's not a good space to be in.